welcome to University Duel 2025, Battle of the Best Brains. I am Chuma Nnoli, and as we continue the search for Nigeria's University STEM champions, please do me this favor, endeavor to stick around and savor the best of our excitement flavor. As we head into match day 12, it is the final round of group games in this competition that has given us surprises, tantalizing action, drama, comebacks, tenacity, smiles, laughter, tears, and otherwise. We're headed towards the end of the group stages, preparing our minds already for the quarterfinal stage of this epoch-making challenge. For the best and most brilliant minds from universities across Nigeria, they want to meet the criteria so they can stand out in this area. Well, we do have focus right now on the last set of games from Group 1. Yeah, if you're an Akokite, this is where you need to come into the picture because University of Lagos will take on Bells University. This is the most important point for these schools as they will find out whether they're going through or going home. I'm happy to know I'm not rolling solo. I have great personalities who you'll love to follow. Now they're on camera, your spirits cannot go low. A delight to have Emeka in here. How are you doing, Emeka? Good evening, man.
Good. Very good.
Feels like this is your part 2 experience, right? Nice to see you, my friend.
Thank you.
Also, Doyin comes through too, and Doyin, you know, I love the fact that just before we came on camera, you were already ready for the action. More like, yeah, I was brilliant in the university. I want to see what these bright ones can also do too. How are you doing?
Okay, maybe this is the time for me to say I wasn't exactly a star student.
I love that motivation. You know, when they see on social media, they motivate me, Ajay.
But yes, I'm actually excited to, see what's going to happen today. I'm looking forward to all of the action.
I'm excited to see you guys too. And, for you, Emeka, who's had the pleasure of being on set before now, what's that thing that when you step out of here at the end of the group stage, you'll say, hey, this is what stood out for me the most in University Duels?
You see a trend at the first round, and at the end of the game, it shocks you. So that drive not to give up has just been something that stands out for me.
Let me give you a picture of what things look like for these teams, because this is the night to fight back. Unilag have gotten 1 win so far, and they have a +14 max differential. That came courtesy of their 62-42 max victory over Futa. And then they lost to Unilorin in their first game by 16-10 max. Tonight, Unilag know that they have to win to be certain of qualification against Bells. It's that kind of night where you want to aspire to Maguire, this Unilag team, right?
Yes, actually. It's either now or never, right? I'm giving it my best shot. I think this is that kind of night, and I'm looking forward to that.
Bells University topped that group, so they will be coming into this as favorites over Unilag, courtesy of their back-to-back wins in the first 2 games. I think we need to ring the victory bells for them now. They really are trying to prove their mettle. 6 points they have gotten with 2 wins out of 2 games. Like I said, they have a max differential of +46, which is simply incredible. Unilag are second. Their max differential will be what perhaps Unilag can hold on to. For neutrals, they'll love to see a Unilag in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And another thing is that, the Unilag factor makes it look like they deserve to be there, but it's now for them to convince us that they have what it takes to be there. But in the midst of it, I think they have that ace off their sleeves. Anything can happen. So let's give it to them that they came today ready to fight.
Yeah. Now, a draw can be good enough for Unilag if Unilorin do not win against Futa. So these are the permutations. For Bells, anything can happen here if they lose, for example, by 100-0. So anything is still possible. However, Bells are closest to qualifying as things stand. Does that take away some pressure off them and then make it easier for them to just march into this and say, Omo, nothing to us for this life, we will win?
Okay, so I believe that if you're if you're sure, or if you're on a winning streak, it kind of gives you this kind of confidence that you're more laid back. Now, this being laid back is not for failure, right? But it's for success. Like, you're laid back, you're confident, like, I've done this before, I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do it again. And so I believe that winning gives you some sort of confidence, and I'm looking to see that in them.
Brag about the school that you think will get the victory, and eventually we'll pick a few of those thoughts of yours and share them with everybody else who's connected to this broadcast. So I don't give enough time to think about them. Now I can set you up for the real deal. Emeka, what is your crystal ball telling you?
My crystal ball is telling me Unilag. but my liver is struggling to carry it. So let me just stay where the crystal ball is telling me first, then see what the liver can carry.
All right, he's dependent on his crystal ball more than his liver, but I'm sure your liver can help you deliver, right?
Yes, I am pushing for bells. I know
Why?
you want to say why.
Okay.
It's a very sentimental reason, and I'm sure the people are going to, oh, she's so simple and plain. Why bells? Okay, so I've had a Bells University student intern with us before, and I'm like, okay, just to show that I remember you, I'm supporting your school.
All right.
It's just that simple for me.
Let's find out who has the better brain between the students of Unilag and Bells. As we head in for quick balls, it is the first half of the penultimate game of the group stage of this massive, glorious, phenomenal, and fascinating competition. We'll be back at halftime to tell you more.
Choose the odd one out.
Quintiles.
Find the relationship in the series DNOSAJJ and also find the next alphabet. Choose from the options the antonym of eloquent. Raf.
Inarticulate.
In idiomatic expression, tall order means what?
A difficult task.
David.
A difficult task.
Tunde introduces Kamal as the husband of his mother's only granddaughter. Tunde has no siblings. How is Kamal related to Tunde? Look at this series, 36, 34, 30, 28, 24. What number?
22.
Raf. What is the total duration of basketball game? Initials AK in the popular known AK-47 represent what? Handling a metal spoon near a flame might result in finger burns. Which kind of heat transmission is demonstrated by this example?
Conduction.
Raf. Find the last term in this series, 120, 99, 80, 63, 48. What? If the letters of the word product are arranged alphabetically, which letter should be farthest from the second letter of the word? Which of the musical instruments does not belong in the group? Complete the series. Microscope is to biologists.
Astronomer.
David.
Astronomer.
Complete the series. ACE, BDF, EHK, FIL dash. Complete the series. Prodigy is to talent, as savant is to. Complete the said series. Prodigy is to talent, as savant is to what? Complete the series. Implement is to rule, as dash is to verdict.
Render.
Along. If the telescope is to stars, then microscope is to what?
Self.
A girl found that she had a 56-centimeter strip of ribbon. She could cut a cm off every second. How long would it take for her to shut Raf?
56 seconds.
Which one of these is a synonym of the word ennui? What is a synonym for biodiversity? Raf.
Species variety.
The phrase light bulb moment means what?
A sudden idea.
Which among these is not a leap year?
2014.
Kafayat.
2014.
In which sport is the participant called pugilist? The Thomas Cup is awarded in which sport? What four-letter word describes a geometric solid with a circular?
Cone.
David.
Cone.
Complete the number series 2, 5, 10, 17, 26, and what? David.
37.
If the second half of the English alphabet is reversed, then which letter will be fourth from the left? Choose the odd one.
Moscow.
Fired. Complete the series. Painter is to canvas, a sculptor is to what? John.
Clay.
Complete the series. A, C, E, G, D, F, H, J, E, I, K, L, F, I, M, T, and what? Toby.
GMPR.
Complete the series. Ambrosia is to food as... Complete the series. Ambrosia is to John.
Drink.
Complete the series. Aesop is to fable as Homer is to what? Calling out to a photographer at a wedding, Mr. Okon says he's the son of the only son of my grandfather. How is a photographer related to Mr. Okon?
Father.
David.
Father.
Sarah has twice as many pencils as Mary. If Mary has 150 pencils, how many?
150.
Identify the next number in the series 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, and David.
16.
Complete the sentence with the most appropriate option. The case before the court was
I
that.
done.
Shalom. In the following question, select the related word pair from the given alternatives. Tuberculosis is to lungs as typhoid is to dash. John.
Liver.
Find the number that replaces the question mark. 8 is to 27 as dash is to 81.
54.
Ralph. What fraction of the energy in burning coal reaches the consumer as electricity? Who is hosting the ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2024? The phenomenon where warm air rises and cool air sinks is known as what? Ralph.
Convection.
What is the missing number given the array of 12580-25? If 5120 stands for eat, what does 285 stand for in the same code?
CHE.
Thank you, David. Choose the odd one.
Tetanus.
Complete the series. Benevolence is to kind as unclear is to... Ralph.
Body.
Complete the series. Octopus is to mollusca as earthworm is to what?
Annelida.
David.
Annelida.
Complete the series. Gullible is to skepticism as naive is to what? Complete the series. Gullible is to skepticism as naive is to dash.
Cynicism.
Kafayat. Complete the series. Sashel is to bag as bowler is to what?
Heart.
Shalom.
Heart.
What is next in the series? 3, 4, 7, 7, 13, 21, 22, 31, 34.
55.
Shalom. A group of 1,200 individuals consisting of captains and soldiers is traveling in a train. For every 15 soldiers, there is one captain. The number of captains in the group is what, Ralph?
80.
Identify the next two letters. B, D, F, H, J, dash, dash.
LN,
Beth,
LN.
David. Water under bridge means what? John.
Mass problem.
What is the scientific term for the Ralph?
Cell.
Arrange the following words in alphabetical order and pick one that comes fourth. Slaughter straight, strengthen, shout, skirts. How many players are there in a cricket team?
11.
Fired. The real man in the Iron Mask died in which notorious Paris prison in 1703? What heat transfer process takes place when water is used to cook food?
Convection.
David. What number comes next in the series? 2, 4, 8, 14, 22, and what?
32.
David.
32.
Complete the series. GH, JL, NQ, SWYD, and what? Mary's brother's father is John. What is John? Ralph.
Mary uncle.
How many meaningful words can be formed with the letters E-A-M-L?
3.
Kafaya.
3.
Which letter is the 7th to the right of the 13th letter from your left? Complete the series. Fata Morgana is to ocean as Mirage is to what?
Mountain.
All right, it is University Duel 2025 Battle of the Best Brains, and this is what you define as topsy-turvy. So if you have a young kid that says, Uncle, please, what is topsy-turvy? Say, just watch this first half. Because basically, Unilag got the first quarter, Unilag got the third quarter, Bells got the second quarter, Bells got the fourth quarter. This is giving us an insight into how serious that second half will be. I can see both of you's faces. You see, like, you're trying to understand, like, waiting just happened. Waiting just happened.
I could not believe it. I'm like, the script just switched really fast. I'm like, when did this just happen?
For a
Like,
second,
what's
you thought it was going to be, Unilag getting that fourth quarter, right?
Yes.
Yes. So one thing I'm going to look out for is the turn of the table.
Yeah.
And that's going to come down to individual brilliance.
And this is why it now feels like it's balanced heading into that second half, which is brain match. And I know that Unilag, who know this is a must-win game for them. Yeah, I said a draw can still make them go through, which is the truth. But you want to be certain. You want to have a destiny in your hands. So they have to beat Bells to be certain of progressing into the next stage of the competition. I hear that their man is on standby for data analytics, and that's where they're going to be starting with the brain match. It is University Duel 2025. It certainly is all about these stars hoping to remain here. They want to do well so that this is where they will dwell.
In how many ways can you rearrange the word jumble such that the rearranged word starts with a vowel? If the probability that a bomb dropped from a
1
place...
over 2.
How many ways can 2 items be arranged from a group of
12.
4 items? A student scored 85, 90, 92, 88, and 95 in 5 subjects. What is the mean score? A data set has a mean of...
0.25.
A bag contains 3 red and 2 blue balls. What is the probability of drawing a
0.
yellow ball? How many ways can 5 students be selected from a group of 9 students to form a team?
1 to 4.
In standard normal distribution, the value of the median is what?
1.
A card is drawn from a pack of cards. What is the probability that the card will be a queen or a heart? A coin is flipped 10 times and heads come up 7 times. What is the probability?
0.8.
A coffee cup holds 0.25 liters of coffee. How many times can it be used to fill a thermos flask containing 16 liters of coffee?
54 times.
If the first quartile of a data set is 20, what is the 25th percentile?
20.
How many ways can you arrange 6 people in a line?
20.
What is the principal amount if the simple interest is 2,500 and the interest rate is 10% per annum in 1 year?
25,000.
A company found that 25% of employees have more than 5 years of experience. If the company has
40.
What is the probability of getting 2 heads in a row when...
Well, they're going to be running very quickly now to the second quarter, but Raphael has done incredible for Unilag, 24-0. He's helped them. They're moving on now. There's a chance for them to win this one. In a bit, we'll get back for that second quarter. But this is where things are really getting intense, and people are getting tense.
If a person has a resting heart rate of 7,200 beats per minute, what is their heart rate in beats per second?
120.
Her house is bought for $200,000 and sold for $280,000. What's the percentage profit?
24.5.
If the speed of a car is 120 kilometers per hour, what's the speed in meters per second?
0.33 meter per second.
What is the IV rate in drops per minute for 500 mil to be given over 8 hours with a drop factor of 24? The size of each interior angle of a regular polygon is 120 degrees.
6.
The number of sides?
6.
In how many ways 5 boys and 5 girls can stand in a circle when boys and girls stand in
120.
The pH of a solution increases from 3 to 5. How many times does the hydrogen ion concentration increase?
2.
If a bus arrives at a stop every 40 minutes, what is the maximum waiting time for a passenger who just missed the bus?
15.
A submarine is currently at a depth of minus 200. Which female name brings light or illustrious?
Bright.
The Blue Mosque, also known as the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, is located in which city?
Iraq.
What is the ideology that advocates a classless society?
Liberalism.
Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest peak in Africa, is located in which East African country? Who was Nigeria's first female author? Which planet in our solar system is not designated by the name of a Roman deity?
Mars.
Which city is the statue of the thinker located?
Italy.
What is the official dialect of China?
Chinese.
To whom did Aithusa the White Dragon show to be loyal in the TV series Merlin? The London Fashion Week is held twice a year in what 2 months?
April and June.
Reykjavik is the capital of what country? Freons are CFCs. The full meaning of CFC is what?
Chlorofluorocarbon.
Which dietary element often lacking in the soil of Central and West Africa can lead to goiter? What aspect of sphere or sphere of influence is associated with the god?
Abyss. Abyss.
At the moment, it is Unilag who are not lagging behind, Emeka.
At all. So let's see how it plays out.
They want to show you that they can have 6 points too.
Like, I would say never say never. We still have 1 more round to go, and then let's see what plays out, right?
That's the round we're going back to now. This is the decider.
Complete the series. Fata Morgana is to ocean as mirage is to dash.
Tundra.
Complete the series. Stanza is to poem as volume is to what?
Beat.
Which of these words will come in the middle of a range alphabetically as in a dictionary? Donkey, donator, dungeon, donate, donative. Olaide cuts a cake into 2 halves and cuts one into smaller pieces of equal sizes, each of the small
240.
A group of owls is called a what? A group of frogs is called a what? What is the process by which water moves through a plant?
Photosynthesis.
What are the missing letters in this? F, B, G, G, B, F, H, B, I, B, H.
J, B, J.
How many points do you need to win a table tennis game?
3.
Which name did the Pope of the Roman Catholic Church choose for himself in the year 2005?
Pope.
Which one syllable means both a straight line joining 2 points on a circle and a musical note played simultaneously? What number comes next in the series? 7, 9, 13, 21, 37, and what?
42.
In the series 3, 9, 15, what will be the 6th term?
33.
If Tom's sister is Lucy's mother, what is Tom to Lucy?
Lucy's nephew.
Complete the series. Oval is related to circle in the same way as rectangle is related to what?
Diagonal.
Thank you. Well done.
Great tackle, guys. University of Lagos have come out like a house on fire.
Yeah.
They know what they require to go higher, and tonight they have fulfilled their fans' heart desire with so much quality, winning all 4 quarters. This is what you call whitewashing, man. They're going to feel their steals. I'm going to you in a bit, Emeka, but Doyin, you can see what Lagos, it go for show us, as we love to say in these parts.
Like, I was shocked at the it actually got me on my seat, like the edge of my seat, like, okay, how is this going to go? Unilag was coming in, and then Bells came, and then Unilag came. I'm like, okay, maybe Bells can still come up, and then, well, I was a bit disappointed.
Unilag have shown why they're a big name when it comes to science, Emeka.
Yeah, they played on the crowd energy.
Yeah.
And they used it right.
Yeah, they really did. And again, Emeka at the start said something like, if there's one thing he has seen in this competition during the course of the group stage, it is the fact that, we have all of these great persons not saying never, being ready to fight back. It's been the story of the entire group stage. The good thing is we have one more game to look ahead to before we can think of the quarterfinals of this competition. And that one is also in this same group. Group 1, where Unilorin will take on Futa. Unilorin will still be dreaming of winning and going on 6 points. If they can do that, then we'll have a crazy reality for this group where 3 teams will be on 6 points together. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, now you can see it for yourself. And this life, no balance, as they say. It's like no balance. Unilag started the day on second spot. Now they have usurped Bells. They are top of the group, guys. Guys, see come back now. See come back.
Bells that is trying to survive now.
So plus 46, their max accumulation for Unilag, who courtesy of that victory have propelled themselves to higher heights as to their max accumulation, 6 points for them. Bells now second with 14 max in their favor, plus 14. Unilorin know that they need to win and then win by a massive margin to push out Bells. So it's official. University of Lagos have qualified for the quarterfinals of University Duel 2025, the battle of the best brain. So Unilag have qualified officially. It is. Whatever happens, the best Unilorin can do is overtake Bells. Even if they overtake Unilag will still not go below second, which is a guaranteed spot for qualification. Sure. Akokites, ginger, like an American ninja, you know. Glorious stuff. So Lagos still represented here, courtesy of the brilliance of Unilag, and we will enjoy even more from them heading into the knockout rounds. This is where we're going for a quick break to prepare our minds to return and focus on the last game in the group stage of University Duel 2025. That one is going to be some mouth-watering stuff. I'll tell you more after this quick break.
To be honest, I really believe it's sheer luck for the first round because we were not really prepared for a couple of things that happened. And, after seeing what happened in the first round, we decided to go ahead to go and work on our foes, just kind of strengthen a couple of topics way more better. As we go on, we can see the improvements on each of the stages going forward, and hopefully we hope to do better in the next round.
So we just concluded the third game. On behalf of my teammates, I want to give thanks to God for seeing us through the 3 games. So the game so far has been actually great. We won the first and the second. And for the third one, we are awaiting the results, and by the grace of God, it's going to be good news.
Purple, where real estate, lifestyle, and convenience converge. Amplify your brand with our iconic LED screens, providing unparalleled visibility. Experience shopping, dining, and entertainment at Purple Maryland and Purple Lekki.
This is what the games have been like for Unilorin in this competition. They beat Unilag 16-10. This same Unilag that are now top. Unilorin had beaten them on Matchday 1, showing you how good they can be on their night. And then Unilorin went on to lose to Bells by 24 to 12 points. A reminder again of why this is a group of death. Everybody don't beat everybody just like that, you know. No one is stainless steel water resist. You know, everybody don't collect, like. So Unilorin know that they have to win their game by a margin of at least 22 max. If they can do that, win their game over Futa, if they can, by at least 22 max, they will usurp Bells and go into second place to win. Pressure or treasure? What will be the feeling on their minds now?
Treasure plus pressure. And it's a combination of both, right? As much as you want to win, you also know that you have to give it your best shot. I'm
thinking to myself right now, Chuma, every time you want to go on radio or you want to come on this show, just carry your phone, call doing how far? I beg, motivate me, I beg. Tell me something nice. Because she looks like one who really loves to inspire people with her great words. Emeka has also seen so much in life and has mentored people with his brilliance over the years. And Emeka, this is why you're going to share a piece of advice to both Unilorin and Futa heading into this game, knowing that they all have different ambitions at this stage.
For Unilorin, they shouldn't come here with the mindset of we've done it before, we can do it again. They should come here with the mindset of if we don't do it now, we've not done it at all. And for Futa, it's about we didn't come here to lose. So it will be foolhardy to see through it that we just lose everything and go like that. So let's try and win this with pride.
I support you 100% on this one because this is what their stats looks like. They've attempted 78 questions across board. The accuracy is 28%. You remember when we spoke about the first game? Just shows you that Unilorin are good, but sometimes if they're too enthusiastic to want to respond to questions, it may not really play out in their favor, Emeka.
Yeah, if you look at what Unilag did, they knew their advantage, and they held on to it, and it worked. So now it's for Unilorin to put on their game face, put on their game hearts, and correct their errors. Because if you come here with that same statistics, then you know that you're in trouble.
True that. And that's the thing about this kind of competition doing. It's beyond just coming here to say you want to be the best. It's an opportunity for networking, connectivity, collaborations. And I'm sure you want them to maximize that, these students, right?
Yes, it's not just, oh, I'm here to win, but it's also, I'm here to see people of like minds, people that are brilliant minds like myself. And I want to believe that they are going to make the best of that opportunity.
So watching what they have done, this will be in the past that is, and building into this game as we get ready to move on to the 10-01 arena and see what they have to offer, Unilorin and Futa. This is where, again, you know, it's natural, really. When you have competitions like this, you can almost bet that Chuma will ask me who I feel will win this thing. Now, I'm going to focus more on who would you be supporting than who do you think will win. So which of them would you be supporting, Emeka?
Sentimentally, I'm supporting Futa.
This is where the sentiment will come. I don't mind. Yeah. Futa, right?
Futa.
And doing you?
Because my sentiment is greater, I will like to support Futa.
You're rhyming already. Greater and Futa. I see what you did there. You keep making things better for us right here. But as far as the official predictions and expectations are concerned, from our crystal ball, shout out to Ebenezer, our stats guy, Futa have a 44% chance of winning this game, and Unilorin have a 56% chance, apparently because they've already won a game in the competition. We'll find out if these stats will come to fruition or otherwise as we head on to the 10-01 arena, where Joyce Daniels, JD, is on standby alongside the competing students for even more exciting drama. Stick around and enjoy it as it unfolds.
Square.
End of the alphabet.
V.
Mubarak.
V.
Complete the series. Novel is to epigram as proverb is to dash. Matthew.
Aphorism.
Complete the series. Orange is to Florida as pineapple is to where? Teniola. Complete the series. 310 101 dash. Father tells his son, I was of your present age when you were born. If the father is 36 now, how old was the boy? Mariam.
13.
Choose the antonym of the word ephemeral.
Transitory.
Matthew.
Transitory.
Choose the option which is opposite in meaning to the word. The management wants to consider her reticent behavior in due course. Teniola. Osteoporosis is related to bones in the
King.
Teniola.
King.
Flow is to river, stagnant is to dash among the following. Matthew.
Pool.
How many rounds are in a boxing tournament?
6.
Mubarak. In 2006, Matthew Kereku retired after a total of 29 years as a leader of which West African nation? What term meaning crown refers to the layer of plasma that extends millions of kilometers from the sun's surface?
Corona.
Matthew. Complete the pattern 2, 5, 10, 17, 26, 37, 50, 65.
82.
Mubarak. Find the next term in the given pattern 198, 194, 185, 169, dash.
144.
If Sarah's son is Mike's cousin, what is Sarah's relationship
Mike's
with Mike?
sons.
Matthew. Complete the series. Thick is related to thin in the same way idle is related to
Betcha.
Teniola. Which letter is midway between the second letter from the left and... Which letter is midway between the second letter from the left and 21st letter from the right? Complete the series. Philosopher is to wisdom as
Creativity.
Teniola. Complete the series. Quicksilver is to mercury as gold brick is to what? Complete the series. 6, 15, 35, 77 dash. At what speed does a man walk who passes through a street 600 meters long in 5 minutes?
7.2.
Mubarak. What comes next in the series of 2, 6, 12, 20, 30, and what?
42.
Mubarak. Choose the option that best completes the gap. The girl says she is averse dash what?
2.
Matthew.
2.
The process by which solid changes
Sublimation.
Matthew. What number would fill the empty space in the series 24, 27, 32, 39 dash 59?
48.
Mubarak. How many points have to be scored for a win in fencing? 3. Mariam. During which medical treatment is a patient's tissue extracted and studied under a microscope?
Laparoscopy.
What country produces the most cocoa and is the biggest Robusta coffee grower in Africa? What comes next in the series 4, 10, 22, 46, and what?
70.
Mubarak. Solve the reasoning. 16 is to 56 and 32 is to what?
112.
Faith. If Jane's father has a brother named Peter, what is Peter's relationship to Jane?
uncle.
Matthew. Complete the series. King is to royal as dash is to religious. Mubarak.
Priesthood.
Arrange the given words in alphabetical order, which... Arrange the given words in alphabetical order, which comes in the last position.
Rocket.
Faith. Complete the series. Pharmacologist is to drug as genetist is Mubarak.
DNA.
Complete the series. Axis is to alliance as Bivouac is to what? If every third letter in the word sympathy is removed, which letter will be the fourth from the left?
A.
Faith. A snail is at the bottom of a 20-foot well. Each day it climbs up 3 feet, but at
20
night.
days.
Matthew. What comes next in the series? A, D, G, J, M, what? P. Mariam. Choose the option nearest in meaning to the word derogatory.
Unsavory.
Faith. What value is 1049 in Roman numerals?
MX and
Mubarak.
IX.
Arrange the following words in alphabetical order and pick the one that falls in the middle. Scatter, straighten, strengthen, strength, short, skirt.
Skirt.
Barak. How many inches is the diameter of a basketball hoop at the NBA level? Which chess piece can only move diagonally? Mubarak.
Bishop.
The first woman to win a gold medal at the Olympics is who? What should come next in the number series? 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 3, and what?
1, 2, 8.
Complete the numbers 6, 17, 39, 72, and what? If David's mother is Rebecca's daughter, what is David's relation?
Rebecca's grandson.
Matthew. Complete the series. Hill is to mountain as dash is to pain.
Comfort.
Darius. Which of the following word occurs in second position when arranged in dictionary order?
Plane.
Barak. Complete the series. Ornithologist is to birds. Complete the series. Ornithologist is to birds as herpetologist is to who?
Reptiles.
8. Complete the series. Storage is to scorching as seamless is to what?
Attractive.
If every second letter in the word grandfather is removed, which letter will be sixth from the left?
A.
Darius.
A.
What is missing in the series EJ-TY?
P.
Mubarak. Find the missing number in the series 1116-293746.
23.
Mubarak. Choose the option opposite in meaning to the word zenith.
Najib.
Mubarak. Which one of these is the synonym of the word laissez-faire?
Carefree.
Teniola. Complete CEG-EGCLNP dash.
MPL.
Matthew. What is the maximum score in darts?
10.
What is the color of the dick? Teniola. What term describes the 12 nerves that emerge directly from the
Cranial.
cannula? Determine the odd one in the series 1 to 5, 1 to 6, 1 to 4. Faith.
1 to 7.
Find the next term in the alphanumeric series 182, 3C4, 7G8 dash. If Laura's husband's mother is Emma, what is Laura's relationship to Emma?
Daughter-in-law.
Complete the series head, hair, hand is to what?
Finger.
Darius.
Finger.
Which of the following words come first in the dictionary?
Proposal.
Matthew.
Proposal.
Complete the series archaeologist is to artifacts as paleontology
Fossil.
tenula.
Fossils.
Complete the series cub is to bear as Joey is to tenula.
Kangaroo.
If the letters in the word scorpion are rearranged in alphabetical order, which letter will be in the middle?
N.
Matthew.
N.
In a code,
The battle is getting more intense, this one, and it looks like they're having to share things for themselves. However, Unilorin are the ones who are trying to send out a signal right now. Well, Futa can be spoilers, you know. Sometimes it just feels like you can say, hey, no be only me go out, let's go together, which will be them playing out a favor for Bell, Semeka.
Yeah, it could just be their glorious homegoing. But at the end of the day, you just never know.
For quarter one and quarter two doing, Futa got quarter one and quarter two in the first half, quick balls. Quarter three and quarter four, Unilorin bounced back. Feels like an even Stevens kind of battle where it's still difficult to know where to pitch your tent.
It seems like that because when quarter one started, I'm like, oh, Futa is really, really doing great. Quarter two, I'm like, oh, yes, go Futa. And then quarter three, I'm like, Unilorin, okay, go girl. I'm really rooting for you. And then quarter four, Unilorin again, I'm like, oh, yes, way to go. Please allow me sit on the fence this once.
Yeah, okay, I'll allow you for now, Joe. But for now, I also need to run over back to the arena, the 1001 arena, for the most important part of this final battle in the group stage of University Dual 2025, Battle of the Best Brains. Unilorin ready to battle Futa. It's the word 3 times in less than 60 seconds, just to show you how important it is in this context. Watch out for this lady, Tenny. She's been very vocal so far for Unilorin. Let's see what she has to offer her team in this second half.
what aspect or sphere of influence is associated with the god Mars?
War.
What is the name of the person who played the character T-Bags in the series Prison Break? The legendary prolific striker Didier Drogba has won the African Footballer of the Year how many times? Vesitophobia is the irrational fear of which items?
Cholera.
Which author won the Booker Prize for his novel The Famished Road?
Ben Okri.
The Dig, the 2021 Netflix film, is about the real-life excavation of...
Angelina Jolie.
What currency ranks first and is the strongest currency in Africa?
South African dollar.
Which country...
Italy.
In which country is the famous monument Christ the Redeemer?
Brazil.
created? Athens is known as the best place of what?
Democracy.
With over 38 million residents, the most populous city in the world is where?
Paris.
Who was the director of the currency operation in Nigeria in the year 2023? Which oxygen transport...
Hemoglobin.
Which planet in our solar system is classified as the most distant?
Neptune.
What is the name of the plastic or metal tip of your shoelace?
Shoe tip.
The world's most translated book.
The Bible.
The largest mountain in Africa, where is it located?
Kenya.
In a code, book is written as CPPL. How is pen coded? Which of these is a synonym of the word?
Emptiness.
Return. Come full circle means what?
Return to the starting point.
In idiom, the phrase loose cannon means what?
Unpredictable.
What are the missing letters in this? HUI, IUA, JUK, dash.
LUM.
How many coins are there in a carom game?
2.
What are medical trials called when information is withheld from both the tester and the subject, often refers to as double what? Which sport made news in 2009 with England spinners blaming Mushtaq?
Football.
Given the series 14, 28, 20, 40, 32, 64, what number should come next? How many times in a day are the hands of a clock in a straight line facing opposite directions?
22 times.
A woman introduces a man as the son of the brother of her mother. How is the man related to the woman?
Uncle.
Complete the statement. Walking is to running as wind is to.
Wind is to storm.
Which of the following words comes first in the dictionary?
Reserve.
Complete the series. Lexicographer is to dictionaries as ethnographer is to. Complete the series. Secret is to furtive as audible is to what?
Resonant.
What is the missing letter in the following series? A, C, F, I, L, dash.
A very close battle in the second quarter. If you saw that first quarter, it just felt like I knew what was coming. For the first quarter, Tenny then giving Unilorin the advantage. She got 20 points to 4. Second quarter now, Mubarak stepped up for Ilori and Darius for, of course, Futa. And it was even Stevens 12-12.
A submarine is currently at a depth of minus 200 meters.
Minus 100.
A graph of reaction rate versus substrate concentration has a slope of 0.5 and a y-intercept of 2. A bacterial culture increases from 2,000 to 8,000 in 4 hours. What is the percentage hourly growth rate?
50%.
A cylinder has radius of 3 meters and a height of 4 meters. What's the volume in pi?
36 pi.
A person walks 60 kilometers north and 11 km west east.
63.
What maximum profit can be obtained on product X, $8 per unit with 3 hours from X?
$22.
If a bacterial culture doubles every 2 hours and starts with 200 bacteria, how many will be present after 4 hours? A network has 5 nodes and 7 edges. What is the minimum number of edges required to connect all nodes?
4.
A binary tree has 31 nodes. What is the height of the tree?
5.
The perimeter of a rectangle is 60 cm. If the length is twice the width, what's the difference between the rectangle's dimensions?
15.
If a patient's heart rate decreases by 25% during a treatment and the initial rate was 80 beats per minute,
92 BPM.
What is the integral of 4x squared plus 2x with respect to x?
4/3x cubed.
The probability of heterozygous individual passing on the recessive allele to their offspring? Jenny has 42 hearts, buys 33 more, then gives away 25. How many hearts does she have left?
52.
If the pH of a solution changes from 2 to 8, what's the percentage change?
Darius pass. Oh God, 50%.
What is the probability of getting 2 heads in a row when flipping a coin twice?
1/4.
The probability that a number selected at random from the first 100 natural numbers, the composite number, is what?
48.
In how many ways can the letters of the word optical be arranged so that the vowels always come together?
720.
The probability of event A is 0.2 and the probability
0.7.
How many triangles can be formed using 14 points in a plane, out of which 8 are collinear?
6.
A student is selected at random from a class of 30 males and 90 female students. What is the probability that the student...
1/4.
A data set has a mean of 15 and a standard deviation of 3. What is the z-score of a data point with value of 12?
6.
10 men handshake with each other without repetition. What is the total number of handshakes made?
40,320.
What is the product of 50 and the mode of the set of numbers 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4?
150.
How many ways can 2 books be selected from a shelf of 5 books?
10.
How many ways can 2 items be selected from a group of 8 items?
1 and 2.
A survey asks students to choose their favorite subject from a list of 5. How many possible combinations are there? A company has 100 employees, 60 of whom are men and 40 of whom are women.
70.
A data set has a first quartile of 30 and a third quartile of 70. What is the semicolon?
20.
A student has 6 friends and wants to invite 2 to a party. How many ways can they
30.
invite their friends?
that now. Congratulations to University of Unilorin. It has been exciting, exhilarating, and a glorious experience. I feel like asking for extra right now, you know. It really is the magic that has come through from these amazing universities. Unilorin having the better of the two teams at the end of the day.
Yeah, so just concluded the last game of the group stage, and I would say it was very, very great. Even though we didn't qualify, but alhamdulillah, I was happy with our performance, and I'm very glad with the turn up for my teammates. Nice game.
The match ended with a loss for us, the students representing Futa. It is not what we expected. We hope to do more during the University Duel Smart Challenge.
Alrighty, I know that you were in there with the anticipation. Now I'll give you a chance for participation. This is what the table looks like. They won their game. They have 6 points, but where are they? It's not enough, unfortunately, for Unilorin. They still have finished third in their group with a points or max differential of +10. Guys, Emeka and Doyi, it doesn't get closer than this too often in life. All they needed was just 5 more points. Therefore, don't finish second, Emeka.
Yeah.
Is this everything? Oh my, I'm such a dramatic person.
I know, there's a song that says, "You make me emotional." So it feels like getting emotional now, you know.
I'm sure maybe if they'd gone just one more round, right?
Yeah.
We would have seen them on 2, right?
Well, that's been the definition of this competition, really. You know, you cannot just sit back and predict things. It's given us that feeling of trepidation at times. It's given us the feeling of uncertainty at times. It's given us maximum joy. It's also given certain people cause to feel bad. But in all of these things, it's a fun ride. It is. It's like when you're watching a fantastic movie, Emeka. It gives you all of your emotions. It triggers and tickles everything. That's how you know a great movie. So again, we can say boldly congratulations to University of Lagos and Bells for qualifying to the quarterfinals. Sadly for Unilorin and Futa, this is where they're going to be saying bye-bye to University Duel 2025. They came here to battle. They are one of the best, no doubt about it. And I'm sure we'll see them try to qualify for next year's edition of this competition. But for the one for 2025, it is Unilag and Bells who can keep dreaming of potentially laying their hands on the ultimate prize. A reminder too that beyond this one that has to do with University Duel, we have the challenge that has to do with brilliance, exuding that brilliance, bringing that to the fore. It is what we're going to be having next week, the challenge where these students will have to identify a little problem in their community and try to profile solutions to it. Well, they'll present that to the judges and the rest of us for a chance to win seed funding for that solution and idea of theirs. So this is a holistic experience, University Duel 2025, and I can only say thank you to the brains behind this concept because it's new. It's brand new, it's phenomenal, it's glorious, and shows that we can also be bright as a country when it comes to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics STEM.
Yeah, for me, I think being bright in those areas, one of the things that we have seen is when we start early, we get it right. And since we want to now get it right with STEM, then bringing it down to the lower cadres will be able to help us get it right on time so that we can tailor it further. So that we don't play on we are right sometimes and we're not right sometimes.
So it doesn't look like we just stumble on the success. It's like there's a process. I love to tell people that really you have to start the process if you want to have access to maximum success. By then you can celebrate in excess. Doing. I enjoyed having you here with me tonight.
I enjoyed being here. Thank you for having me.
If I were to say I give you 60 seconds to sell yourself on this show, what would you say to us?
Now you're putting me on a spot because Am I supposed to say hi, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, now. To be very
Nice one.
To be very sincere, selling myself is I am doing. You do not know what to expect from me, right? I pride myself as someone who has skills in a lot of things. When I say a lot of things, I don't mean art skills, but I find I'm very adaptable. You can throw me in here and then I just pick it up really fast. And then the next moment you say, oh, Doyi, we need you to teach a class. I'm like, what class, what subject? Okay, just give me the curriculum. I'm teaching that. So to sell myself, I'm saying I'm a very flexible, adaptable, and I think I'm a multi-talented person. Was very open to life, open to learning. I'm a lifelong learner. And 60 seconds, I feel like if you need somebody, you know when they say call Saul, right? You need to get shit done. Call Doyi, she's your guy.
Oh my word, really? I need to get her phone number so that I can also call her in this life. You know what I mean? Emeka, you are a man who's consistently been achieving success. What has inspired you? You know, what's that thing that I can learn from you?
One of the things I want everybody to learn from me is the ability to learn.
Nice.
And like Doyi said, she's adaptable. I'm like a sponge. All I just want to do is absorb and give out what I absorb. So for me, I live a life of learning. I live a life of giving out what I learn to be able to improve the people around me, improve the environment around me, and at the end of the day, see how much more of us can become that way to create more change.
Thank you, sir. You never get too old to learn, right? You know, every single day that we sleep and wake up, we need to absorb something brand new and add to our system to galvanize our knowledge, to galvanize our achievements in life and everything too. I think I'll also love to go to the gym so my hands can be as firm as yours too. I can learn that part from you as well. So yeah, it is University Duel 2025 Battle of the Best Brains, and officially we're done with the group stage of this massive competition.
It's the quarterfinal of the University Duel 2025 with Yabatech, BBC Onabanjo University, Veritas, Covenant, Unilag, Bells, Obafemi Awolowo University, and Uniben. Don't miss any of the action, 5 p.m. on Saturday, March 15th and Sunday, 16th, 2025 across all our broadcast platforms. University Duel, the battle of the best brains.
We can now look ahead to the quarterfinals, and you have the fixture staring at you right now on the screen. You sure can have that one right now. Yeah, these battles, four of them, huge stuff. The rivalries are activated. The students are motivated, and they want to ensure that they can push themselves to greater heights, all in the quest to get the bragging right as Nigeria's university STEM champions. I hope to see you guys as we move on to the knockout round. Steve, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having us.
Respect in every aspect, you know what I mean, eh? Okay, I'll leave you with these words. Life is a mystery, but we all live to make history. So make sure your life is not as unproductive as that biblical victory, because people love you only when you get victory. Bye-bye.